Each time you visit any website, you must understand that someone somewhere made some money by providing the name of that website, otherwise called the domain name. Today, we will take a closer look at the multi-million-dollar domain name industry and how Nigeria is faring. Also on the show is a mobile app that makes it easy to find part-time jobs. On our Tech Tips segment, I'll be sharing the benefits of using our country domain rather than the international one. And finally, we'll have you covered on our giveaway segment. My name is AfricaBeta Agbata, and you are watching Tech Trends.
Chat 3.0 is an event put together to encourage app developers, small businesses and startups in building services that are important to the Nigerian tech ecosystem. Some of the issues discussed is how messaging apps would transform businesses in Africa.
With all the information on the internet and everything that's going on, how people are sharing information is through interest. And that's why social and instant messaging is very key. Because you're more interested in what someone you're connected to, the person's social behavior. If you see they're interested in something, you also want to read it. And so that's how information is being filtered.
In recent times, messaging has grown from being a tool for just communication to a tool for business transactions. Messaging apps have experienced a rapid increase in data usage. Key players in the industry believe brands and businesses can latch onto the opportunities in messaging apps.
The interesting thing about messaging, right, is that it can potentially take you closer to monetizing your business. And when you have money, I don't seem like so much of a bad guy when it's not time to partner, right? Because then there's an opportunity for me to drive revenue in your business, you drive data usage in my business, and then we make the pie bigger for everybody to share. Most apps historically have not made money and will never make money. But you need to focus on being in that 1% in whatever app store that you upload your app and make money.
You need to understand your market. You need to define your market. You need to understand what problem you are solving. Once that's done, run experiments. WeChat is a great platform because you have a ready audience to run those experiments. And any good developer will tell you, based on those experiments, you know you can validate your assumptions and build a service that truly is required.
We have been able to communicate how we feel chat will affect business in this continent, in this country very quickly. We have obviously a lot of work to do in terms of sensitizing businesses and giving them the tools to, or helping them take advantage of the tools that are available to them. But we definitely believe that the conversation has started, and in that it is a success.
App developers and businesses are advised to be more prepared in order to take advantage of the African apps market, as businesses in other parts of the world are already doing so. Facebook Incorporated announced plans to launch a satellite in partnership with a communication company to bring internet access to large parts of sub-Saharan Africa. The satellite, part of Facebook's Internet.org platform to expand internet access mainly via mobile phones, is under construction and will be launched in 2016. The satellite, called Amos 6, will cover large parts of West, East and Southern Africa. Facebook Chief Executive Mark Zuckerberg says in a Facebook post. Social media consultant Stephen Mozioka says this will be a game changer for the 2.2 million Facebook users in Kenya and the remote populations the plan targets.
Free and better internet will improve lives. That's it. It will help in all the sectors: education, health, government, business, corporates. It's here because you're going to find it's free, it's affordable, and it's very fast. So it's all about moving the country forward, moving the continent forward, and globally, it's all about moving forward.
Kenya has seen a technology rush which has helped millions of Africans use their mobile phones to circumvent poor infrastructure through startups. For Musyoka, Facebook's endeavor will further boost this trend.
It's something we cannot ignore. Its time has come. So you find with like 5-10 years ago, we never had technology helping lives and all that. But nowadays you can find any information you want, any solution from the palm of your phone. Look at startups we have all over Africa, from South Africa, Egypt, In Kenya, we have iHub and iLab and all those startups. Look at what they're doing, and all that is thanks to technology. So it's something you cannot ignore. It's something that its time has come, and it's all about improving lives.
But there's still much progress to be made, the social media consultant adds, especially in rural areas.
Some countries in Africa, they still have a lot of catch-up to do. And then another thing is you also look at priorities. Is internet one of our key priorities at the moment? You find, will someone look at buying a phone, or maybe buy food, or maybe pay rent and all that? So in as much as it's here, there's still some loose ends to be tied here and there.
Facebook has nearly 20 million users in major African markets in Nigeria and Kenya, with the majority using mobile devices to access their profiles. Young people in Nairobi were excited by the prospect of free access to the internet.
I think it's a good thing because one, you'll be able to access the internet for longer times because it's cheaper, it's free actually. Secondly, people can get encouraged to do even more online jobs, make advertisements and such stuff.
According to United Nations Broadband Commission, global growth in the number of people with access to the internet is slowing, and more than half of the world's population is still offline. The company opened its first African office in Johannesburg in June. Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, recently created a 3D printed robotic hand that can safely handle even the most delicate objects, like an egg or as thin as a compact disc. Researchers at MIT's Computer Science and Artificial Intelligence Laboratory designed a 3-fingered gripper using silicon rubber as one of the major materials. Due to the rigid limbs of robotic structures, it is often difficult for them to hold and handle many objects without dropping or crushing them. This is why researchers turned to silicon to construct the robotic hand and equip it with special sensors that can estimate the size and shape of an object. The sensors allows the hand to identify what sort of object it is handling out of multiple items in its database. The hand is part of the researchers' work aiming to show the value of so-called soft robots made of untraditional materials such as silicon, fiber, and paper. CSAIL Director Daniela Ross led the research to the project. CSAIL Director Daniela Ross, who led the research on the project, says that the findings of the team are available in an open access paper titled Haptic Identification of Objects using a Modular Soft Robotic Gripper that was presented at the International Conference on Intelligent Robots and Systems held in September.